Alright, well here's point number one. I'm just telling you what I would do if I'm down there, so try to stick to these as much as you can on our behalf. Number one is support Norm and Ray. Alright, that's super imperative. Norm and Ray are men of integrity and courage, and they are they're brave and they're level-headed and they just think and run things the same way that we do. They're not shy. They're not bashful of who they are and what they are. They have great success in Michigan. Those are our firm allies, and we need to support them and whatever they are suggesting or doing. We need to be behind it. And they'll be the same to us.
Yeah.
They're just, those are some really like-minded, good folks. They're not, a bunch of blowhard tough guys or something like that. So number one is support Norm and Ray. Number two is, if there's people that are saying stuff that's whacked out, don't fight with them. Just let them just write it down and kind of bring back the report. And so number two is don't fight and argue, and especially with Bill Fulton. And make yourself scarce if there's any booze at Bill. And those two tend to kind of go together. Those three tend to go together. Bill, arguing, and booze.
Just regard the 8 ball.
His watch. Don't get into it with him. Don't contend with him. Maybe June. Yeah, I think it was June. Bill Fulton came up here from Anchorage, and I got a call at 9 o'clock, and he's like, "Hey, you gotta come over here and meet me in the hotel room. Hurry up, the beer's about to be gone, I'm not drinking beer anyway." So,
at night or in the morning?
At night.
Oh, okay.
And no, but I wouldn't step past it. And so Les Zerby, Lieutenant Colonel Zerby, and myself, and Jeremy Baker go over there and we meet with him. And the big purpose of this meeting was, what are we going to do? What's next? And this was right when they were going, full blast at, trying to provoke us and take Seth away and stuff like that. And we said, well, our plan is to, first hit them with paper, and then if that, within their own system, try to get them to go away. Second is to hit them through the assembly post in our original jurisdiction, a lot harder. And third is you got to do what you got to do to protect your family.
Defend yourself.
That goes for that's the whole purpose of the militia, is that, reciprocation between all of us. If any one of us gets in that situation, then we're all there for each other. That's the whole point,
Support,
And so there's plan A, B, and C, and that's just a no-brainer.
That's all we can do,
Yeah, and so then we Bill, who's sucking him down, is the only, one that is there but not attending. And
Brain cells are going
yeah. And
he was gone about 3 in the afternoon.
all the intelligence pissing in the toilet.
So then the next day, here's what I think happened. He wakes up the next morning, hungover, wonders what happened at the meeting, and he goes down to this all-day-long fundraiser at Aaron's shop.
Oh, I remember that going on. Yeah.
And he tells Aaron that we're gonna go start a war on Thursday.
Whoa.
Based off of Schaeffer's orders.
Oh man.
So then I get a call to come down there to, he's like, I get a call like, hey, we got a big old meeting down here at Aaron's shop, come on down. So I go down there with Les, actually I call Les shows up there a little bit before me. I show up and there's Aaron and all of his guys, and he invited like all of like the movers and shakers from IAC, Rick Sickma, Bill Winsel, Mike Anderson, Dave Diesel, those ones that know and understand the
what's
militia.
going on.
And Aaron is like, all right, so what's the plan? We're going to war on Thursday. And it's Tuesday, day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
We're gonna go, hang, judges in the front yard,
Yeah.
Thursday. Well, what's the plan? And it turns into this, you gotta pump your brakes, kind of a meeting.
Grab a couple gears here and put a Jake on it.
Yeah, and so I'm doing that, and here's what I think happened. Bill Fulton woke up hungover, wondering what happened at that meeting. Went and told Aaron that we're going to war, and those two riled each other up like a bunch of tough guys, yappy dogs.
Because Aaron likes to suck on the whiskey bottle too. From
yeah. So Bill Fulton goes and tells Aaron, hey, Schaeffer says we're going to war on Thursday. So then they start riling each other up. They start getting their guys, all calling their guys, hey, on Thursday, blah, blah, blah. Probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they realize, holy crap. This means not seeing your girlfriend again, that kind of thing. And so they call this meeting, and then they throw it all on my back, knowing that I'm gonna simmer it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I go in and I simmer it down, and it turns into it just spirals down into this, and they're past, and it was probably, they must have drank a whole keg at this meeting, which boozing it up is not the time to discuss whether or not to go to war.
No.
And so
always have a shot afterwards.
Yeah. So then it turns into just this like 3 hour rip me a new asshole and rip Les a new asshole.
Really?
Over you're just a weenie and you're blah 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 and all this stuff. And like that's my phone's bill. My ears are burning.
My nose is cracking.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember just exactly how that went down. What the theme of it was. It was highly unprofessional.
Yeah.
To get drunk, and then also to get all of your like lower enlisted guys and have one commander like ringing out the other commander
in front of everyone,
in front of all the guys.
Yeah.
That's not the way to do it.
No.
I mean, it's okay to ring somebody out, but
In private.
that happens in your office.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and it was pathetic.
Really?
I was like, I'm surprised we endured as long as we did. Les was there. They were just like getting right up in Les's face,
Really?
and yeah, like Bill Fulton went and got like this far away from Les's nose, and just like cussing him out and swearing at him, and you know, you're pathetic, blah 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 blah. So basically, what happened is Bill Fulton was so drunk he couldn't remember what happened. I mean, the three of us that were there didn't recall "Let's go to war on Thursday."
Yeah.
Me, Les, and Jeremy. Bill Fulton's the only one that came up with something even remotely.
Remembering that.
Yeah, I went and told an entirely different story to Aaron, and then they got their guys all riled up, and then to save face, they dragged me and Les down there for public beating.
Yeah.
Okay, so
make it look like you whimpered out.
yeah, like we chickened out. Yeah. Instead of they were all talking, blowing hard, and jumping the gun. And, you know, it's kind of like when somebody wants to look like they're getting in a fight, you know, and you know, so they're like, oh, the guys, they have their friends kind of hold them back. Oh no, man! No, you kill him, you know. Oh, and you know, and so, you know, you got to go act all tough and have your friends like hanging on to you. No, man.
Watching a TV show.
Yeah. So they had to look like they were rip roaring, ready to go, and get mad at me for a whole, you know.
Rumor has it they're not doing so sharp on the watchtower list because they're number one on the watch on the base and everything.
Who?
Aaron Punch. They call them something Mafia. I forgot the first part of it. They're definitely on the watch list. Number one on the list right now. That means the feds are watching them now instead of you on it. So their shit has gone so far now, and they're running them out. And what it is they're not working. They're all broke. And I know what's going on. I get my phone will probably be able to see, but that's what rumor has it. Real close. So.
Yeah, well, that sort of volatility is not the kind of thing that you need in a tense situation or in a.
Is he going to be down there with this thing?
I don't know. He was kind of in and out, iffy, backing out. You know, not sure what he was going to do. Aaron was going to be there, but Aaron and Bill is a bad thing. Yeah. I just want you guys to know.
Steer clear of that.
And I already talked to Norm and Ray about this. They fully know. They're absolutely aware. And it's just going to take sitting back and being reserved if it starts to go that way. Now, I think between if you know, march in step with Norm and Ray and stuff like that, that'll be enough to set the tenure of the meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So number one is support Norm and Ray. Number two is don't argue with Bill and booze.
Yeah.
And then number three is that I don't know. I couldn't pick Dave Luntz out of the lineup. I don't know.
No, he's the drop zone guy?
No, Dave Luntz is the guy that organized.
Oh, the Delta guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I would say, I mean, I can't say with certainty, but it would not surprise me at all if the feds were at this meeting or somehow involved in putting it together.
You look at the names of places. They're on information thing.
Yeah. What?
They're on information dig out. What they're looking. They're looking to find anything they can on anybody. Yeah. They're info on what they're doing.
Yeah, and it could be and that kind of okay, you know, because nothing that, I mean, it's, of course you're gonna have to have some stuff that's secret from those guys because let's face it, they're the enemy. But at the same time, anything that's the objectives of this meeting would be fine for the press and for the feds and for whatever, and that's the approach and the feeling that Ray and Norm are going to be approaching from, and so just join them in that, you know.
Yeah.
Because last week alone, this is what I got off the internet. There was over 4,600 guys in 4 days, different places all over. This is what they called in and put it up on the radio. Who they were, what the name of their outfits were, all across, 3-hour radio show of all the guys that put up and met up, put their names up, and they're sponsoring this, sponsoring that, because they know what's going on. As soon as that shit started in Egypt over there, they knew it could come here.